Again, thanks to the tech community to hosting me. Again, really grateful that you are hosting this particular sessions. Right. So my thing is about how we can do the Microsoft Viva Insight. And there are a couple of certifications you can go for. I won't go in depth about how Viva works because that is a completely different ball game, different things to we are covering. But what I want to share, because many people approached me that how we can learn this Viva Insights, and because I can't find this Viva in under Microsoft. Okay, so what are the steps and all? So it's just at least 10-15 people approached me when I wrote this certification. So very useful for the people who are going for Viva certifications. And I go step by step because these certifications are not your regular certifications like your Power Platform PL 100, 900. They are not regular certifications. So even when I was trying to learn, even I have the same issues, right? So let me show you what I mean and then how we can do. So something about I've changed my role now. I'm now a Microsoft specialist. So I'm Microsoft MVP and in business applications and also in data platform. And only this July 2022, I got this two business applications as well. So my experience is, again, I do a lot of Power Platform projects for my customers. And also I'm very highly involved in Singapore. I'm based in Singapore. And I do a lot of community events in Singapore. I'm the organizer as well. And also do very many different um, projects for my company. So these are the things experience. So again, a Microsoft 365 consultant. I'm also a Power Platform trainer. I'm actually authorized certified trainer. I do many workshops within Singapore and outside as well. So specifically designed for Power Platform, but again, different things I do. Now, about fun part, I'm fitness enthusiast. We have to forget about COVID, but I start running again. I just love Bollywood movies. This is my heart goes to Bollywood movies, right? That is about my fun part. I'm also a choreographer, but I don't put now because I'm not dancing at all. I use a professional choreographer previously. Okay, so about the main thing we are covering about what are the learning resources for Viva Insights. There are a couple of things which we can learn, and there are two different certifications. One is the Viva Practitioner exam, and the second batch, which is called as a Viva Specialist. Okay, and there are two main differences, which I show you in my demo soon. Okay, how to prepare? Again, it's not a typical Microsoft exam. It's different, bit different, and I didn't fail, but I find it a bit challenging. Why it's challenging? Because the reading which I have to do is the enormous. Many weekends I prepare so that I can go for this exam. Microsoft Singapore is asking my company to be certified, so that's why I went for. But I found it very useful. I found that after I wrote the certifications, I found it something very insightful. I found that use can be used by other customers, not just in Singapore, but any other countries. Okay. And one thing, just want to let you know that Viva Insight is something new. Not all the customers maybe not using it currently, but I promise maybe in 6 months or 1 year, it will be a big certifications and a lot of people will be using it. So you will be maybe the first or second you'll be running the certifications. Okay, and time investment. So I will telling you about how much time required for each certifications. You can have an idea how much works. Okay, now I'm going to the first certification, which is called as the practitioner exam, and these are the requirements. Okay, the requirements are we have you as a the Microsoft 365 consultant, a modern workspace consultant. You have to understand what is a assessment. There are a couple of things which I'm sharing with you later on, but you as a consultant or your normal end user or customer, what you have to show to Microsoft that what you can do in terms of helping the customers in the employee well-being or managing the users, managing the managers, example, right? And another thing which you have to do is that you define the business problems. Now, during the COVID time and also during the back to office. Now, I do understand that many people, even my brother and my other friends, they are going back to the office, right? Now, how we can do some kind of hybrid workplace. So this is thing they actually expect you as a practitioner exam that how you can do it, how you can define the business problems. Second thing is how to give you the collaboration patterns. Now, I'm working from home. At times I go to office maybe twice in a week, not every time. So how we can do some kind of collaboration, right? How we can do empower the other customers or your end users. So these are the core exam objectives. Again, it's not from a typical Microsoft exam, but how we can do it. So let me give step by step how we can achieve it. Now, I'm going by first certification, which is called as a Microsoft Insight Practitioner exam. You have to just practice. That is again, that's for practice. Why practice? Because you have to help the customers. You must have some tools and techniques so that you can able to articulate to your customers or your stakeholders. This is very crucial. The first thing first, the flow, how we do. So first thing, you have to be a Microsoft partner, okay? And that's why it's different because this particular certification is only applicable for Microsoft partners, okay? Now, I will give a list of the partner, and if your company is not a part of partner, you can just enroll, okay? And then you'll be you'll be enrolled for their certifications. Okay, so first thing first, you must be a Microsoft partner. Okay, if you're not, I will show you how you can do. You can enroll yourself. Second thing, you have to go some videos and Microsoft Learn. Okay, there are a couple of resources which I will giving you. I get some notes, exam notes, which you can use it in your both the certifications. So I have a habit of taking notes. I take videos, take a screenshot so that I can use it for my own exam. And I also share with my community users. So you as a normal end users, you're trying to do certifications, you have to go for this videos and Microsoft Learn. So I have a PDF document which I sharing with you later on, that you can test all the things in the lot of videos are there, around 18, 19 videos are there. So what I did, I take a screenshot of the video, take a summary of what is required so that I can clear. And many questions which you come from the exam, obviously I can't share the exam questions, but the typical questions will be there which you can able to answer if you have taken the notes which I will be sharing later on. So step three is to write an online exam. It's not your normal Microsoft exam. Again, I want to rephrase, is another exam. And again, it's an online exam which you can do. And the time, it's a different timing for that. And then you can go for this exam. What is very good, which I really like it, is about the pitch. Now, I do a lot of communication with my stakeholders, with my customers, even like here as a webinar. I have a habit of articulate to the user, like you are my users, right? I will teaching you how to do it. But for this Viva pitch, right, you have to have some kind of a role playing. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to prepare a role play pitch. Okay, let me share it with you. Okay, the pitch. This pitch is very important for you. So you must be a Microsoft partner. You have to be Microsoft. Some videos should be there, which I'm sharing with you later on. You have an online exam. It's a quiz. It's 30 minutes quiz, which have 25 questions. And then you have to prepare for the role play pitch. Now, what happens that when you have done the quiz, then the Microsoft will send you randomly some kind of three different roles. Could be a meeting culture, could be management effectiveness, or could be employee well-being. So there are three themes which Microsoft will give you randomly. So for my exam, for the prediction exam, it was employee well-being, which I like it because something which is I can speak more. Okay. And then once you are done with the role play, you have to one person from Microsoft will be there, and then you have to tell him or her that how this employee well-being can be used, and how they give us some kind of use case. So that use case you will tell, because maybe lot of managers, lot of employees are working very late, even they're working on the weekends. So how we can minimize that burnout. So role play is very crucial. This is not applicable for a specialist exam. In the specialist exam, you don't need role play. So this is much simpler. But I like this exam, and that's why I went for this exam, because they give me an opportunity to role play as a customer. Me as a customer, I can just talk to my users. And so this is the thing. Once if a Microsoft person say that, okay, your pitch was effective, like three pitches: Microsoft meeting culture, manager effectiveness, or employee well-being. Three themes randomly they will give to you. And then once the Microsoft person that maybe your pitch was good, then you can go for they will give you an exam after 2 days. And then you can share it with your social network, maybe in LinkedIn or other places, right? And this is the exam flow. This is the exam flow which you have to do. Okay. Any questions so far by anyone else? Anything? So I can repeat, or anything you have questions so far? I give 10 seconds. Okay. How to prepare a pitch, I will also sharing with you how you can do the pitching. Okay, if no questions, let's go to the process. Now, one thing which I will really recommend everyone to understand what is called as a Viva Workplace Analytics. Okay, and this is something new in both the exam will be, this question will be there. Okay, so what is the Viva Analytics is that it will give you some insights about how the people work. Maybe you're working in a company called as a Contoso, or you're working in Microsoft, or you're working in ABC company, right? And you have around 1,000 people, right? Maybe during the COVID time or back to office, they are working slightly more. We have to understand how these employees are working and how they collaborate. Maybe they are doing team meetings, and maybe during the US timing, right? Maybe you're based in Singapore, but your meetings are actually based in US time zone, right? How you can actually minimize, or how you can make it more effective. Those things which we will see in this tool. This is an amazing tool. And second thing, they want to see the impact, how your the employees impact your business and also drive the change. So these are the crucial part of your workplace analytics. And we have again Microsoft Learn around 55 minutes of reading, which give you how it can be achieved. Okay. Now, again, don't worry, I will be showing demos also. I give you, and these slides will be shared with the Pune community. They will share in the LinkedIn and other social network. So don't worry, don't take screenshot. Anyways, because sharing this thing with the Smita and Kunj, they will sharing this. I will sharing the PPT, and they will sharing in your LinkedIn. You can see access it. Okay. So what is the Viva Analytics? Now, what happens that we have lot of things we do in the cloud. We have ton of data. The main data is mostly for Exchange, right? Exchange people do a lot of calendars, there are a lot of meetings. They're using Microsoft Teams, do a lot of collaboration. So how we can able to use, it's so difficult to gauge which user is doing what. So we have to understand this tool called as workflow analytics. We have to find some analysis for this. Maybe you have 1,000 users, right? How to gauge which data is useful. Okay, whether this user is example of myself, I'm working maybe 12 hours or 13 hours on the weekdays and weekends. So manager should be knowing that this user is working so hard. We have to maybe offload and give some other person. We also have to work on the privacy, right? The privacy is key. All the Microsoft products, right? They work on why Microsoft is so amazing, because they respect the privacy. So what I'm doing, maybe my manager may be not able to see, right? So it's my own things, right? And then I able to access my insights. Insight means where am I totally loaded or I have lesser work, right? So this can be achieved using this tool called as amazing tool, which is called as a workplace analytics. Okay. And you guys don't have any access till you go for the certifications. Okay, it is a E5 certification, it's E5 license required. And then once you go for this your exam, Microsoft will give you a trial, maybe for 1 year. Then you can showcase this kind of to your end users, or you can also try on your own end how it works. So workplace analytics actually is a E5 license, which many customers don't have, many users don't have. So when you go for this exam, they give you one user account, user and password, then you can play with the system. Okay. Okay. And this is something which I want to share with you. This is a something called as Mind Analytics. So this is actual my outlook, right? This is my thing. So Mind Analytics is personal. So only my account will be showing. The example, I was doing some expense approval, and my management asked me, Aroh, can you please share what you are doing it? Maybe I'm doing another project for on my another customer. So this is only useful for only myself, right? So Aroh can see, okay, Aroh can see, okay, this person already have done, so I can done. Or else I have done, I can just put remind, maybe I can remind maybe after tomorrow or day after. So this we give you a really amazing because people are always busy. So if you have not done your follow up or commitments, every day you will have this kind of emails to understand whether you have still not finished it, or you're not finished it, then you can remind yourself. This is called as a mind analytics, is only applicable for your account, not for anyone else. But if this one is for the group, maybe is for maybe for IT department, maybe for the finance department, and these are the groups, and these are groups. They are not individuals. Okay. Individual is only my analytics, and even my manager can't see it, right? So this is the beauty of my analytics. Okay. So this is the thing. Now, one thing I want to share with you is that why we use so important to note this thing, because uh, data is too much, very difficult to gauge how much data we have. So main thing is that we have to get some kind of clean the data. There's so many things which are happening in Microsoft 365. We have a lot of team calls. We have chatting with different users and all. A lot of collaboration we are doing, right? So your HR and your CRM application should be able to understand. So this tool will make life easier till you go for this certification. So HR systems and your CRM systems are very crucial for this exam. They won't ask you about dynamics and all, but the basic they will asking you. So very important for your exam. They will ask whether how many tools are required to making for workspace analytics. So answer will be the tool required is the HR and CRM. Example, I'm just telling you, this is part of quiz, right? Okay. Once the data is processed, who can access? Now, good thing is that when in the workplace analytics, the data is not individual. It's not individual. It's always a group. So group could be your IT group, could be a finance group. So that's why the privacy is always be retained. It's only if IT people are overloaded. So your Power BI report will tell you, okay, this department is totally overloaded. It never tell, okay, they are 15 user, 1.5. So it will never tell about the Aroh is loaded or maybe Smita is loaded. No, It will tell you the entire IT department. Okay, so one thing which again from the question point of view, they will ask you about the privacy questions. So very important to understand that privacy is crucial for this exam, right? I talk about two questions about the HR and CRM, other about the privacy. You have to understand the privacy for workplace analytics. Okay. And already shared about you about the workplace analytics and my analytics. My analytics is only one person. Okay, one user. This is for the entire group. Something which I'm keep emphasizing, because in your exam, at least two questions will be related to this difference between the workplace analytics and mind analytics. Okay, Aroh is too much theory. Can you show some demo? Yes, I'm doing a demo to you now. Okay, but before that, any question anyone has? Okay, I just chat. Okay, guys, I can't see the chats. So if you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and then I can answer to you. Okay, so first thing first, what happened that let me show you my screen. Okay, the first thing is only for the partners. So if I go to this link, okay, I will share this link to you. This link I share in this link as well in my team chat as well. Turn in. Okay. So this is open to all, everyone, partner, not partner, everyone access is open. Okay. So let me show you what happens here. So in this exam, they are telling, expecting that you understand what is the Viva, what is the analytics, and how it make life easy for your stakeholders. Okay. So you have to understand that you have to go for this Microsoft Learn. So if I go to this link, I also put in the chat as well. So this is something most important for you to understand in your exam. They will ask so many questions on this. So around 52 minutes of the reading, and you see I've already run it, went for that. So everything is shown, and they have some knowledge questions as well, knowledge checks and all. So in this, what they're asking, which I showed my slide, the workflow analytics help the organization to see if the user has a burnout or they are totally overloaded, they're working on the weekends and all. So this will give you an insight, a proper insight that maybe a specific group is totally loaded. How you can do it? They will, in these units, they will help you in this. Okay. Now, other things which we have to do, this is the first thing. Then there were three modules. First module is the Viva fundamentals. Okay. Second module is about the Viva assessment, which is very, very important to understand. And third module is called as Viva Insights. Okay, analysis. Okay, so, and what to let you know, where is my Excel file? Where is my Excel file? Okay, so number of hours, giving a breakdown. I'm go for very old school. I go by books. I read everything. So I go for pre-work 1 hour required. Viva Insight Viva Learning is how much hours required. So I ensured that how many hours required for each thing, right? And making the notes, I make notes because I'll be sharing the notes with you later on. You have prepare for the quiz. Role play take at least 5 hours because you have to understand. Then actual role play is just half a 30 minutes only. So total hours for this exam is around 22 hours. This is estimated. Now depends on, because I make notes and make things. So it could be shorter for you, but roughly for this exam, around 22 hours of our studying is required. We have videos, some quizzes and all. So very important to understand this is around estimated 20 hours required. The other exam second is one is slightly more hour because the videos are like slightly longer. There are a lot of longer videos there. OK, so again, I sent this screenshot, this one Excel file with the Pune community to be able to understand what I'm doing it because I want to share it with your community how you can easily minimize the effort required for your these two exams. OK, so I did my hard work to estimate how much hours required and how much you can do. OK, so making notes 5 hours to take notes and quiz. This quiz is slightly longer. So the spatial quiz is slightly longer, but very important to do understand this thing. So this will my exam preparation. Now, first thing first, where I can find now, this is public, right? This is everyone can see. What I want to understand that, okay, where I can get the quiz. Quiz is only for the partners. OK, so if I click here, you see there are three things you have to do. Again, three things you have to do is enroll as a partner. How you can go to partner? This is my quiz. OK, so if I go to this link, where is this link? Yeah, so you have to go over this. Yeah, so you have go for this quiz, right? And this is only applicable if you go for if you are a partner. OK, now if you click on partner, what will happen? They go for this page. So you put the name, I put maybe I put Smita. OK, and then put Smita's email. OK, I just and then it will ask for the company name. Now, there are a lot of many companies are listed here. OK, you see many companies across the globe. Now Insight is also here because I'm from Insight here. But if you feel that this company is not there, you can do just click on other. You put maybe a APC company. Now, if you are Microsoft, not a Microsoft partner, you have to ask your manager or your director that I want to write this exam and we're not partner. Can you please help me? So they will help you. OK, so you can go for that. And then in the department, they will tell you maybe I put as an external partner. So because I'm Microsoft partners, I can put external partner. You can put anything. You can put others, doesn't matter, right? And then a link will be sent to you. With this link, they will send you about the which particular role you have to go for. I've mentioned the three roles: the management effectiveness, meeting culture, and employee well-being. So for me, so employee well-being. So once you're done, you will click on submit. I won't go because this is not a valid email. So I just want to show how you can do it. Only after that. So the one thing you have to go for this exam, all this public, but if you are a partner, you can go for this exam. If you're not partner, you just go for others and the company will help you on this, your company. Any questions so far on this? Okay. No question, which means everyone is clear. OK, so that is a one step. OK, now Aroh, there are so many videos and all. I mean, how to proceed and all. So what I have done is to make life easy for everyone. That you see, yeah, module 1 want you through. They have videos, so many videos. It's around 15, 20 hours of videos are there. You see calculator. So what I made, right? I make a PDF document. OK, I was sharing this notes with you so that you don't go for all your videos. And this is all my summary so that you can have access to this PDF document and then you can clearly rather than wasting your time, because I won't waste my time, but I want to help the community. So I make this PDF document for you guys to learn, right? And clear this exam, the practitioner exam and specialist exam. So this is the PDF document that I'm sharing with you. Right. Exam notes. OK, so this one is what is spelling? What am I spelling this? Okay. Viva Analytics it help you to get a job in Singapore and other countries. That is a different question altogether. Just let you know, Singapore is a very because of the COVID, they are not expecting many people in Singapore. So having a more people from India, if you have a job in maybe a company which has a job, maybe think about a company like Ernst& Young, right? They have offices in Singapore, right? If they ask you to Aroh, Smita, can you go to Singapore, right? Then you can go for that because you have visa from Ernst& Young. But you are doing yourself, it'd be a bit tough because they're expecting a higher salary. So I want to go that channel. So please, I mean, we can talk a different thing, but getting a job in Singapore will be tough in this point of time because of the economy is not too good right now. Okay, not just Singapore, all other countries. Okay, so Amol, good question, but placement thing I can't help in this right now. Okay, yeah. So this is the one certification at which will be help you. I took all the notes, all the screenshot, so it's easy for you to understand, right? Very easy to do it. So all the notes, all the videos I took it here in one place. Okay, so you can just do it. Okay. Second certification is also here, specialist exam. So I just copy here and then put in the team chat. Where is the other one? And the exam is this one, right? Yeah, specialist exam. Okay. So Smita and the Pune community will adding this slides in social network, so they will share you with you. So don't worry about this PDF documents. I'll be sharing in my LinkedIn, and the Pune community people will also adding. So don't worry on this. I just want to share that what is possible for your exams. Okay, so this is something very crucial for you to understand, right? Now, what happens? Okay, give me a notes here. Okay, we have to do the quiz, right? This quiz will be having about the workspace analytics. I mentioned about the 55 minutes, right? So they will ask a lot of questions about the 30 questions, and each question will be around. They have around 20-25 minutes will be there. The first quiz, first thing we have to do. Okay, you have to send your email address. Maybe I put Smita. You can put any person, your name, right? And then you can write an exam, and it should be 70%. For the first exam, the first quiz, you have 30 questions. There are questions about Power BI. So you must have basic understanding of Power BI. And question will be not too tough. So your notes which I sharing with you will be really useful for you. And then they will sharing once you clear this step one, step two, they will tell you go for these three themes. So my theme was a employee well-being, right? So I will sharing my the Power BI file, and you have to use for your role play and PowerPoint file. So they will give you some PowerPoint which you have to work on that. Okay. So first thing which I have asked as well to community that during the pitch, right? Whether I have to use the Power BI or PowerPoint, the answer is you have to use PowerPoint for your customer. Nobody able to understand about Power BI. So you make some your thoughts in your PowerPoint. Okay. And after you have prepared, then a Microsoft employee, and this, I think this girl for my exam. Yeah, Sanjana. Sanjana is the one who actually took my practitioner exam, and she able to understand. I had to pitch that my pitch is about employees, right? And they're getting burnout. Many people are working after office hours or work on weekends. So how the company can help in that? So Sanjana or someone else, again, don't quote me. Anyone from Microsoft will be there for helping you for your exam. So this is the thing which you have to do. Okay. Pitch evaluation. Okay. Something which is important. So now one thing which I shared with you is that once you have done this quiz, they will give you an account. I mentioned you previously in my PowerPoint that you guys, nobody has an E5 license. I have E5 license anyways because I'm MVP. All the people who have an MVP have an account, but not everyone is MVP. So it's not an MVP, it's about the account to be created. So you will give a Microsoft will give an account for you. So this is the account which I'm showing to you. This is the account after my account. So this is my account called as a Insight, my company, Aroh Shukla at, they have a demo account. Okay. And all your questions will be around this place. Okay. All your questions will be coming on this place only. Now, we have lesser time to discuss, but just want to give you a glimpse. What is the workplace analytics? I showed you that help you to see how many people have done the working on office after office hours. If in the manager having a regular meetings with your employees. So lot of things are a part of that, right? So example, I want to have a employee engagement, right? So when you click on this, now this is a company called as Contours company, and there are around 2,300, around 2,300 members are there, and they have around 400 plus managers, and they have a lot of large teams and 7 levels. Level means they have a manager, a director, or a CEO, these levels. And the data is coming from your Outlook and Teams, nothing else. So again, to recap, all your data is coming either from your Outlook or from Microsoft Teams. You can have a connectivity with your HR system, but it's not a part of exam. OK, so again, in this, once you get your account, you run the clear your quiz 70%, then you this account will be given to you. OK, now what I have to do, maybe how it works. I want to see how my people are doing. I have a 2,500 people. I go to query designer. OK, just want to get it takes some time for you to understand, but I can see I want to increase the flexibility in my company, how I can do it. So they give me access. I can do this thing, I can do this thing, I can do a setup and all, lot of things I can do. But in my example, right, I want to do some kind of query. I want to, my objective is, I want to see a group of people, maybe from IT, who are working um, after office hours or the weekends. OK, so I want to understand how they are doing, right? So I click on the get started. OK, and there are a lot of queries I can go for. I can go for person, I can go for meetings, I can have a group by group, maybe IT and finance. I want to analyze how the IT and finance people are collaborating. So these can be done. Now, in my example, I'm just want to share about the person. Again, it's not a person, it's a group. OK, so I click person, I click on next. OK, and what kind of query? My thing, I want to see if the people in IT department, are they working many after office hours, or they're working on the weekends. So I can click on my standard query, I do setup. OK, now this is the amazing tool through which I can able to see what is happening. So I just search for Pune UG group. OK, person query. OK, and here I can go for maybe a weekly, monthly. The best which Microsoft recommends that is the best to gauge for at least 3 months. OK, best to search for 3 months, or you can have some exclusions. There are a lot of exclusions you go for. So I won't go in depth, but just want to show you what employees are you, what I want to collaborate. I want to see if the people are having a collaboration after office hours. OK, so I want to get only that thing. So I go for here, basic metrics, how many meetings they are doing. So everything I can do, one-to-one meetings with long hours. So all the things I can do. I can have filters. It's long meetings. OK, I can search for the which group, maybe this agile team I can go for. So a lot of things I can go for. Again, so I just want to show you what is possible for this tool. OK, once I've done with it, I just want to see with how the after office hours, how many people are working. So I click on run, and after few hours, if it will be submitted. And then you can see now, because we have around 2,300 users, it will take a lot of time, right? So I want to show you because I did yesterday. So you can see that in my group, I want to see the how much. Now it will take at least 1 hour. So I want to show you how I can visualize. So I click on visualization. I just want to show you that how you can see in your workflow analytics, you must have a role. You must have a license. So if you don't have a license, you can't try it out. But I just want to show you. It takes some time. Let me just wait for that. Yeah, I think it's initially yesterday was pretty fast. Let's it's okay. And then I can download. Okay, I copy. I can just download. So I can just download this query. And I just click here. And this is my file. Okay. And this is the CSV file. Now you can analyze this Excel file to your hard content. How many meeting hours, how many people work on this group. Though again, two thing note, this ID is a declassified. This is not a person. This is just want to show you that the item is declassified, which means it's not a person. This like just want to tell you this particular users are doing how many hours. This could be a Smita, could be Aroh, but just want to tell you that the items are identified, which means you can't identify whether it's Aroh or Smita. Nobody can able to do. That's why the item is a GUI ID. After hours, maybe this user doing after hours. Okay, so I can see number of meetings. I can use Power BI. It will work for me. So this is the way you can just analyze the data and you see how it works for you. Okay. Example of this. Yeah. So there are many things you can do, and then you can have some business processes. You can have multiple data. You can see the data. You can see this particular Smith user have a long meeting hours, right? So you can have some kind of customizations for your business processes. Okay, you can have a peer analysis that the finance group how they are doing. I can see that the finance group is they are there. You see this group actually doing lesser collaboration. Okay, lesser of a network design they have, right? So in this way, you can easily visualize because this data is not seen by anyone else, but using thanks to the Microsoft Workplace Analytics, if you have the license, you can see which group is doing well or which group is overloaded. Okay, this we given access. Then if you are a manager, you can create a new plans for yourself. Like maybe I want to have a well-being plan for my team. So I start a plan that my plan is for maybe for ABC company. Okay. And I want to use filters, right? I want to use filters that maybe after hours, this plan, this should after 6 p.m. The user should not be able to go to your Microsoft Teams. So this plan, well-being plan, the manager can do, right? So these are the things which is possible for your managers or your leaders, team leaders. Okay, so they can do. And another things, they have some collaboration plan. Now, I have seen many organizations that they have a 2 hours meetings, 3 hours meetings. So we have to minimize the meeting hours, focus on the actual work, right? So you can have some analysis of the work here, meeting hours. You see this company, Contoso, have a, you see, they are working, IT is working for almost 13 hours. This particular department, investment management, inventory management, they have 13 hours of meetings every week, which is very long, right? So again, this kind of things we can easily see. Again, item is declassified. There's no person. This is the groups. Okay. So they mentioned you that the group should be minimized and all. It give you an idea how it works. Okay. And the data should be far from 365. You can upload the data. You can do anything else. Okay. So yeah, so something again in a 1 hour thing, I can't show everything, but at least you get an idea. Okay. And then if you have a HR system, you have a dynamics data, you can also have some external collaborator. Maybe I want to collaborate with my Australian team members. So these my external users. Okay, so this is possible to do it. Okay, so any questions so far by anyone else? Okay, maybe you can unmute. Okay, okay. Guys, you can be interactive. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, now about how to create a pitch. Okay, so let me share about the pitch. Okay, yeah. Okay, so once I got the badging right, I did badging. So Microsoft will give me some kind of work. I'm meant to do the 3 themes. One is a Microsoft one for the employee well-being, meeting culture, and manager effectiveness. My theme randomly they gave me the well-being, right? So I click on this. They give me one Power BI file for me. Okay, so I open Power BI file for me. Now, what you have to do for your pitching is that you have to understand from this Power BI. Okay, this Power BI, they will give you that you have to articulate that whether these people, these groups are doing well or they are totally loaded. If the manager is doing have no meetings at all, he have a meeting only 6 months in a one time. So this Power BI report will given to you after the second step. Once you do the quiz, they will give you this Power BI file. In this, what they will expecting is that what is the collaboration? This is again is a random customer, so they will asking how the things were and which data is doing. So you don't touch this thing area. You just focus on the this part. Okay, the collaboration and employee experience, right? So whether the collaboration is doing, if the people are doing after office hours, are they doing a lot of meetings in then 2 hours meetings, or they are totally long meetings. I have many meetings with in Singapore. 4 hours meeting I've attended, 4 hours non-stop. Only 30 minutes was useful, and other 3 hours, 30 minutes were totally waste of time, right? So we have to minimize the timing, right? Our time is valuable. So they will do something there. So they will give you this kind of a Power BI file for your pitch, and then you have to understand for the collaboration. So you see, I go to here. Now I can see that in this collaboration, weekly collaboration, the project manager, strategy, salespeople are mostly they are overloaded. You see, project management, salespeople, and sales and strategy. These are always loaded, but the software development maybe not too loaded. So we have to tell in my PowerPoint that maybe you have to minimize the work for the project management team so that they are not loaded. They might leave if they're working for continuous for 2-3 months, they will leave the company. Same thing if I do a filtering, maybe I want to see the managers. Now you see which department, you see strategy even in the weekly collaboration hours and after office hours, you see strategy is always in red, which means we have to minimize or do something else, some plan for them so that they don't leave the company or they're not burnout. So this kind of examples will give you for your pitch. I will an example of pitch also later on. So you have to understand that these these kind of things are important for you for your exam. Okay, so whether I can go for my managers, how many people are there, collaboration notes, meeting culture, whether my meeting is always bloated. So they have all hands. What I mean by all hands is a glossary. So all hand means all people are inside that in a team. Example, what I mean by all hands. You see here, all hands, somewhere is all hands. You see all hands. So people with more than 50 attendees. All right. So sorry. So people with all hands speech, this will be very tough for the any person to focus on that, right? So we have to understand that in this kind of meeting culture, right? We have minimized the many meetings with the all hands, people with more than 50, or bloated, lengthy meetings, workshops. So we have to do this kind of minimize this thing. So again, LOL meetings, large meetings. So we have to you have to use this thing as a screenshot in your PowerPoint. OK, so this is the Power BI report which Microsoft will give to you. And in your report, your PowerPoint, you will give this thing. So this is my sample which I gave to Microsoft, right? In my predictional exam, I give this PowerPoint to them. Now, same thing I did. I just copy paste. I make my own notes. Somebody of the of my findings. OK, and then I found that this is not the correct one. Sorry. So you have to put your analysis that from the Power BI file, that what do you think that this why the collaboration has become too long or something. So this is an example of this thing. So this is actual my Power BI report. I removed it because it's sensitive information which I shown to the Microsoft, but you have to put this data. Why is important in this thing, right? So this will give you an analysis. Then you have to tell about why long hours are impacting. You have to put some wordings. OK, you see, these are the wordings. So this is the data you have to update. OK, so let me shade my actual one. Let me shade my actual file. This is my actual one, which I did for Microsoft pitching. OK, Aroh Shukla, and this is the findings. So I have to put the questions here. I put that response because we have so many meetings, so we have to minimize the team touch and we have to do more focus works. This is something which is you have to put some wording. So you just can't copy paste the content from Power BI. You have to put your own wordings. OK, so yeah. So this is the thing. So this is the data which I gave from my Power BI file. So I update the data. OK, so this thing which will help me. So these are wordings you have to do yourself. So this thing. So again, what my understanding from my Power BI file that the engineering team need more one-to-one meetings. Right. So this is to give you a glimpse that in this Power BI file, you have to tell to Microsoft or the role play that engineering team is actually doing a very lesser interaction with the managers, right? So they must have at least one meeting in a week. This recommended by Microsoft. So then you can understand. So I wrote this thing that the 65 employees spent less than 50 minutes with the manager. They must have at least a one-to-one quarterly meetings with them. So this is my wordings. This is my wordings. OK, but for your exam, you have to write your own words. OK, so this is something which you can do and you feel it. Everything is I put in my wordings. So this is a part of a Microsoft thing. They give some sample for you. So it's much easier to understand why I want to have a more collaboration or lesser collaboration is this thing. So I can use the rotate the meeting times. Maybe this company, which they sent me, they actually is a global company. So they work, few companies, the few users are in Australia, few users in India, few users in USA. So they have to rotate time. So I tell them that rather than only people in Australia are working hard, plus US people also rotate times. So I give this sample to them. OK, so this is the way you can do your certifications. A lot of things can be done, but you understand how it works in your certifications. Also, any questions you have, you just let me know and I will help you in this. So I think I overshoot, but you let me know.